Okay, thank you, Lakshmanaran. So just I will give. Okay, so actually here we are going to discuss deduction of Green's theorem from Stokes theorem. So we know that the Stokes theorem is integral over C f vector dot dr vector, that is equal to double integral over S curl of vector dot n cap into ds. So we'll take, that is equation number 1. So take S to be the plane surface or region or in the xy plane bounded by a simple closed curve capital C. Take f vector equal to pi vector plus qj vector, where p and q are functions of xy. That's why I'll write p of x comma y into I vector plus q of x comma y into j vector, where r is a position vector, that is xi plus yj plus zk, and dr is a dx into I vector plus dy into j vector plus dz into k vector. So then f vector dot dr vector is pdx qdy. So next I am going to find curl of vector. Curl of vector equal to the determinant of I vector, j vector, k vector, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Okay. Then f vector. Okay, wow. F vector is pq. pq 0. So if you expand this, you will get I vector into dou by dou y of 0 is 0. Dou by dou z of q, because we know that q is a function of x and y, so it is also 0. J vector into dou by dou x of 0 is 0. Similarly, dou by dou z of p is also 0. P is a function of x and y, plus k vector into dou q by dou x minus dou p by dou. Okay, so this is actually curl of vector. Now n cap. Sorry. Okay, n cap. Actually, we are taking S to be the plane surface or in the xy plane. Yeah. So what is n cap?
K vector.
K vector is correct, Lakshmanaran. N cap is k vector. Okay. Now equation 1 implies, what is equation 1? Left hand side is integral over C. You can check it. F vector dot dr vector. F vector dot dr vector is pi vector plus qj vector dot this is, I think I wrote f vector. Okay, wow. F vector into dr vector is already, we know that. We know it is what? pdx plus qdy. Okay, so there is no need to write again like this. F vector dot dr vector is pdx plus qdy equal to double integral. Right hand side of equation 1 is double integral curl of vector. Curl of vector is dou q by dou x minus dou p by dou y into k vector dot n cap. N cap is also k vector into ds. ds, because you are in the xy plane, ds is dx into dy. So now this is equal to double integral over r dou q by dou x minus dou p by dou y. Okay, k vector dot k vector is 1 into dx into dy. So actually, you know that this is the left hand side of Green's theorem. Okay, what is the Green's theorem statement? Integral over C pdx plus qdy equal to double integral over R dou q by dou x minus dou p by dou y into dx dy. So which is Green's theorem in a plane. Green's theorem in a plane. Okay. So now note if the surface S is a plane surface, S is a plane surface. Okay. Problems in Stokes theorem. Problems in Stokes theorem will reduce Stokes theorem will reduce to problems in Green's theorem in a plane. In plane. Okay. So I think up to this, I think yesterday I explained to J section also. Now okay. So now next problem. So please write everyone. Use the divergence theorem using divergence theorem. Evaluate double integral over S del R square dot n cap into ds. Okay, actually yesterday I posted this one in WhatsApp group also. How many of them saw this message? I don't know exactly. சார் டெய்லி நிறைய மெசேஜ் போட்டுக்கிட்டே இருக்காரு. எவ்வளோதான் பார்க்கறது அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி தான் தோணிக்கலாம் உங்களுக்கு. சரியா? ஓகே. So please tell how to solve this problem. So if you have any idea, just you can tell your idea and then I will do it.
So del dot F vector is del square into R square, sir. So we know that del square into R power n is equal to n into n plus 1 into R power n minus 2. So we could substitute n equal to 2. So del dot F is equal to 6. And we could apply in right side of the Gauss theorem. So we get 6 times volume.
Very good, Manikandan. Yeah, you are right. Okay, and also you got the answer also. Very good. Okay, so now using Gauss divergence theorem, football match yaar final pora Manikandan.
Brazil and Argentina.
Brazil versus Argentina வா?
Yes, sir.
இத்தாலியும் இங்கிலாந்தும் தோத்துட்டாங்களா?
இல்ல சார், இது வேற லீக், அது வேற லீக் சார்.
இது வேற லீக், அது வேற லீக்கா?
ஆமா சார்.
சரி, தெரியாம பேசக்கூடாது. சரி. நான் அதிகமாக ஃபுட்பால் வாட்ச் பண்றது இல்ல. ஓகே. ஸோ மெசேஜ் வந்துட்டு உங்களுடைய இதில் பார்த்தேன், ஸ்டேட்டஸில் பார்த்தேன்.
எஸ்.
Using divergence theorem, okay. Using Gauss divergence theorem, double integral over S f vector dot n cap into ds. Yeah, this is the left hand side of Gauss divergence theorem, equal to triple integral over V del dot f vector into d. Okay, wow. So now we know this this is a Gauss divergence theorem, but we should evaluate this. Yeah? So f vector equal to del r square. Okay. So now double integral of s del r square dot n cap into ds. Okay. So this is equal to triple integral over v. So f factor equal to what? Del r square. So I will write del dot f factor. F factor is del r square. Okay. And then okay, into dv. Into dv. Actually, we proved what? Del of r power n. Is it correct? Del of r power n equal to what? N into r power n minus 2 into r vector by r. Is it correct? I forgot it. So, but there is one more result. I posted this in the group. So what is del of f of r in general? What is del of f of r? Somebody replied this question also. Del of f of r. That is del of f of r part.
F dash of r.
F dash of r by
F dash of r
by r into r vector.
Into f dash of r into r vector by r.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think Aditya and Sheila gave the answer. Okay, thank you. So f dash of r into r vector by r. This is the result. But I have not proved. I proved this result in the classroom. So if you write del equal to I into dou by dou x plus, okay, and you will get this result. Okay, so that's why I'm going to use this result here. Even you can use this one. Triple integral over v del dot. Okay, del of f of r. F of r equal to r square. So if you differentiate r square, I will get a 2r into r vector divided by r into dv. So okay, so r gets cancelled. R gets cancelled. 2 is constant. Del dot r vector. So 2 into triple integral over v. Triple integral over v del dot r vector into dv. So what is del dot r vector? You know that it is a 3. 3 into 2, 6. Triple integral over v dv. So 6 into v, where v is the volume of the closed surface. volume of the closed surface. Okay. So next problem is prove that double integral over S r vector dot n cap by r square into ds, which is equal to triple integral over v dv by r square. dv by r square. Okay, here also, here it is not mentioned. We should use divergence theorem. But if you look at the left hand side, okay, left hand side is a double integral over S. Okay, in the form of double integral over S, f vector. Okay, f vector is r vector by r square. R square is f vector dot n cap into ds. So you should use Gauss divergence theorem here. Solution: double integral over S r vector dot n cap divided by r square into ds is equal to double integral over S r vector, okay, divided by r square dot n cap into ds. Okay, so this is your f vector. This is your f vector. Now this is equal to triple integral over v. These two are equal using what? Gauss divergence theorem. So this is del dot f vector. What is f vector? F vector is r square, sorry, r vector by r square into dv. R vector divided by r square into dv. Okay, now, so this is how to solve the write the next step using which identity? Is Dikshita is here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Tell how to which identity we can use here. So here this is del dot phi f vector. What is del dot phi f vector?
Just a minute, sir.
Okay. Now that it is a little bit difficult to remember the result. Okay. Del phi dot f vector plus phi into del dot f vector. Okay. So we should use this result. Here, what is phi? Phi is 1 by r square. Here, phi equal to 1 by r square. And the f vector equal to r vector. Okay, so now any one of them apply this result and tell me. Apply this result and tell me. I will write here. Triple integral over v. Who is ready to tell the answer? Okay. So otherwise, I should
del by r square dot r vector.
Del. Okay. Okay. Actually, del of 1 by r square, Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Del of 1 by r square.
Dot r vector.
Dot r vector. Okay.
1 by r square
plus
into
1 by r square into
del dot r vectors.
Del dot r vector. Okay, correct. Okay. Into dv.
Yes.
Thank you, Pradesh. So this is equal to triple integral over v del of r square. Again, you know what is the del of f of r? Del of f of r is f dash of r into r vector by r. So f dash of r is minus 2 by r cube, minus 2 by r cube into r vector divided by r dot r vector. Okay, this r vector is here. So plus 1 by r square into del dot r vector is 3. So I'll write 3 here. Okay, 3 into dv. Okay, now this is equal to triple integral over v. Okay, r vector dot r vector is r square. This is r power 4. So minus 2 by r square plus 3 by r square into dv. So which is equal to triple integral over v 1 by r square or dv by r square. So I think this is the result we need to prove here. So I think next problem is the last problem. Use Stokes theorem to prove that subdivision 1 curl grade phi equal to 0, subdivision 2 divergence of curl f vector equal to 0. Okay. So I think you know this result already. Curl grade phi equal to 0, divergence of curl of equal to 0. But here we need to use Stokes theorem. So that is the important different solution. So Stokes theorem is double integral over S curl of vector dot ds vector. Okay, wow. We know that ds vector is n cap into ds. Okay, integral over C f vector dot dr vector. So usually we will write this one left hand side, this one right hand side. Okay, but here I changed it because the reason we need to evaluate this. Yeah. Suppose in the assignment problem also, okay, suppose I think there is one problem. I think double integral over S del dot f vector into n cap into ds. I think so. Yeah. So this is the assignment problem I gave in Stokes theorem. So if you try, I think S is the surface. I forgot the surface. I don't know surface. Okay, but if you try, the surface is the sphere. I think sphere, not sphere. I think paraboloid. Yes, it's a paraboloid like this. Okay, come like this paraboloid. Okay. So if you try by the right hand side, it is difficult to solve this problem. So if usually if they find the integral over C f vector dot dr vector, evaluate this means, so we will use the right hand side. So so evaluate the double integral S means, so you should use the left hand side. You should use the left hand side. F vector dot dr vector. So I think today Dikshit also asked this doubt to me. I explained. Is it correct? Okay. Now okay, where I so f vector equal to grade phi, factor equal to grade phi. Okay, now if f factor Karthikeyan, please tell what is f factor equal to grade phi means. If you substitute here, tell Karthikeyan. Is Karthikeyan is here? Okay, Subramaniam.
Sir,
Yeah, please tell. Double integral over S, grade phi,
grade phi dot d.
dot,
Zero will come, sir.
sorry,
Zero. Sir.
yeah, zero, Mahendra, yes, correct, zero, but we will prove step by step. Okay, grade phi dot ds, integral over C, this is actually f factor is what? Grade phi dot, yes,
Sir, isn't the left
Yeah,
hand side curl of grade phi, sir?
oh, sorry, thank you. Curl of grade phi, yeah. Curl of grade phi dot ds. Okay, curl of dot ds. Dot ds, which is equal to integral over C. Okay, f factor is what? F factor is grade phi dot dr vector. Dot dr vector. Okay, so we know that this is nothing but integral over C. Grade phi is del phi dot dr vector. So what is del phi dot dr vector, Sheila? Okay, anybody? What is del phi dot
You will get
dr?
D5, sir.
Sorry?
D5, sir.
Yeah, d phi. Yes, Mahendran is correct. Okay. Integral over C d phi. Okay, so already we proved. Okay, this is integral over C d phi, but C is a closed curve. C is a closed curve here. Okay, C is a closed curve. So you'll get 0 because you'll get 5, but it is a closed curve. That's why it is equal to 0. This implies the integrand is 0. What is the integrand? Curl grade phi equal to 0. So second subdivision.
Sir, could you explain
please.
it again, sir?
Karthikeyan, எங்க போறேன்? உனக்கு கூப்பிட்டு இருந்தேனே.
Sir, last step, could you explain it? Sir?
Where? From here to here.
Yes, sir. Integral C d phi equal to 0.
D phi, yeah, d phi dot dr vector. Sorry, del phi dot dr vector. Del phi is what? I vector into dou phi by dou x plus j vector into dou phi by dou y plus k vector into dou phi by dou z. Okay, dot dr vector is what? I x dx into I vector plus dy into j vector plus dz into k vector. So if you take a dot product, you will get a dou phi by dou x into dx, dou phi by dou y into dy, dou phi by dou z into ds. So that is nothing but a d phi. That is a total derivative. Okay, so this part we already discussed in vector differentiation. So that's why I wrote immediately here. What about Karthikeyan?
Yes, sir, but I asked the last step, sir. Yes, sir. But I asked the last step, sir. After integral, yes, sir, d phi equal to 0, you wrote, no, sir. I'm asking how you...
Yeah. How it comes. Okay. Actually, yeah. This is phi. Okay, will get 5, but C is a closed surface, closed curve. C is a, because here we are using what? We are using Stokes theorem. In Stokes theorem, your C is what? It's a closed curve. Closed curve means starting point and end points are same. Starting point is same as end point, so that's why it is 0.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Because
Okay,
we
sir.
discussed a similar type of problems in vector differentiation. So please check in vector differentiation. Okay. No problem. So we proved curl grade phi equal to 0. And also you also asked one problem doubts. What is the problem? Please tell to me, because I think you asked the assignment problem 5. Is it correct? Stokes theorem.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Again,
sir. Actually, I saw that. Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
I know
Actually, I
that is
saw that
I
in the
know.
book.
Yeah, yeah. I know that is a little bit difficult problem. Okay, cylinder cut by a plane. Is
Sir,
it correct?
actually, even I had the same doubt, sir. I asked yesterday in class.
Yeah, Chandrasekhar.
Yes, sir.
Chandrasekhar also asked the same doubts. But okay. But I replied only to Karthikeyan. Sorry, I forgot to reply to Chandrasekhar. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will reply you after finishing this class.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Otherwise, you refer Das book. Okay, Das book. What is page number, Karthikeyan? I told 583. Yeah, is it correct? Okay, check
Yes,
your
sir.
message and tell me.
584.
584. Okay, 83 or 84. So please check Chandrasekhar. You will get
Okay,
an
sir.
idea. Otherwise, we can call maybe tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Subdivision 2. What is subdivision 2? Subdivision 2 is the divergence of curl effect equal to 0. Okay, we need to prove divergence of curl effect equal to 0. Okay. So now here I am going to use both Gauss divergence theorem and Stokes theorem. So what is time now? Okay, I need to finish before 8. Okay. So we know that Gauss divergence theorem is double integral. Sorry. Yeah. Actually, I'll write the right hand side. Triple integral over V divergence of f vector, okay, into dv equal to double integral over s f vector dot ds vector. Okay, this is actually cross divergence theorem, where s is the open surface or closed surface.
Oops.
Yeah, closed. S is the closed surface. Yes, correct, Nindran. This is the closed surface. Enclosing a volume V. Okay. Now, instead of f vector, instead of this f vector, I replace by curl of vector. Okay. Instead of replacing f vector by curl f vector, we have, so what we have, triple integral over V divergence of curl f vector into dv equal to double integral over s F vector is the curl of vector dot ds vector. I call this is 1, equation 1. The surface integral in 1 appears to be, okay, here, okay. Here I want to use Green's, Green's theorem. I want to use Green's theorem. What is the Green's theorem statement? Not Green's theorem, Stokes theorem, because we need to use Stokes theorem. Okay, we need to use Stokes theorem. Okay, but here S is a closed surface. S is a closed surface. If S is a closed surface, then you can't use Stokes theorem. So that's why I'm going to convert this closed surface into open surface. So how? The surface integral in 1 appears to be the same as that in Stokes theorem. However, Stokes theorem cannot be used to simplify the right hand side of 1. Okay, as S is the closed surface, as S is a closed surface. So in order to enable us to use the Stokes theorem, in order to enable us to use Stokes theorem, we divide S into 2 parts. S into 2 parts, S1 and S2 by a plane. Okay, wow. So, okay, I will draw the diagram on the next page. Okay, by a plane. Okay, S1 and S2 are open two-sided surfaces, each of which is bounded by the same closed curve capital C. By the same closed curve capital C. Okay. So here I will draw the diagram. So imagine this is a closed curve, something as a closed curve, capital S. Okay, this is a closed curve. If you cut by a plane, You get two surfaces. Wow, two surfaces. This is a C. Okay, so this is I call this is S1. This is S2. Okay, so this side is open. Okay, after cut by plane, this is you can see this is a closed curve C. Okay, so this is open. So uh, now you can use Stokes theorem because S1 is also open and S2 is also open. So here you can see S1 and S2 are open two-sided surface, each of which is bounded by the same closed curve. Okay, same closed curve, capital C. Okay. Now, the right hand side of one. Now, okay, what is the right hand side of one? I will write again this equation one in the next page. Equation one implies what is equation one? Triple integral over V divergence of curl f vector, okay, into dv, which is equal to double integral over s curl of vector dot ds. Actually, this is again equation number one. Now, I am going to use not I am going to use Stokes theorem. Now, I am going to instead of write s, I will write s1 curl of vector dot ds1. Here you have dot ds1 vector plus double integral over s2 curl of vector plus double integral over s2 curl of vector dot ds2 vector. Okay, now you should use Stokes theorem. So can you how to use Stokes theorem here and tell okay, I will write here tell over C. Okay, so this is nothing but tell over C f vector dot dr vector. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Plus similarly, this is also what? Integral over C f
Same, sir.
vector. Yeah, same f vector dot dr vector by Stokes theorem. Okay, but if C is okay, if I write if capital C is described in the I write if described in the anti-clockwise sense, anti-clockwise sense as seen from the positive tip of as seen from the positive tip of the outward positive tip of the outward drawn normal to S1. Okay, well, comma it. So it means here I say the closed curve C. Okay, well, C will be described. C will be described in the clockwise sense. Well, in the clockwise sense, as seen from the positive uh, tip of the outward positive tip of the outward drawn normal to S2. So this one is should observe. If C is described in the anti-clockwise direction, anti-clockwise sense, as seen from the tip of outward drawn normal to S1, comma, the same C will be described in the clockwise sense, as seen from the positive tip of the outward drawn normal to S2. So because of this, we have triple integral over V divergence of there's a left hand side. Okay, divergence of curl effector into dv, which is equal to double integral over C effector dot dr vector, okay, minus integral over C effector dot dr. Both of them are same value but in opposite sign. Okay, that's why it is 0. So this implies divergence of curl effector equal to 0. So this is the proof. Okay, just I will show you now the syllabus quickly.
Sir,
Yeah, please tell.
with respect to Green's theorem also we can solve, sir.
Sorry, Mahendran, I can't hear you. With respect to
Green's theorem.
here we are not using Green's theorem. Here we are using Gauss divergence theorem and Stokes theorem.
I'm asking
So
if we can do it or not, sir.
here initially we use Gauss divergence theorem here, okay, and then later I used from here to from this step to this step I used Stokes theorem, okay. From this step to next step I will use the concept of the direction of C. Okay, so I'll write directly both of them are in same value but in opposite direction. Both of them are in same value, but suppose one is x, another one is minus x, because C is described in the, if you see from one surface it is the anti-clockwise direction. If you see from the other surface it is a clockwise direction. Here I don't use Green's theorem. What about, is it okay, Mahendran? I gave the answer for your question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you don't, suppose if you feel if I don't answer for your question, you can contact me later. Okay. So now, okay. So this is the syllabus. So actually, I told that already. I will take a fluid of flow of compressible fluid, but I checked in the book. Okay, but not, actually it's not that much in the book also. I will show you in the crazy book. Yeah. So yesterday also I checked here. So flow of compressible fluid, physical meaning of divergence. Yeah. So yes. So finally here they gave the derivation only here. Okay. Finally they proved divergence of V equal to 0. Okay, that is the relation. This is the relation of, as the condition of incompressibility. Already I told that condition of incompressibility. Yesterday also I sent some of the problems in the PDF. Out of 4 problems, 2 problems are related to condition of compressibility. You can check. And here, okay, one more thing here it is mentioned here. From this discussion, you should conclude and remember that, roughly speaking, that divergence measures, okay, the divergence measures outflow minus inflow. So that is the uh, that is here it is explained here. The divergence, there is a physical meaning of divergence. So is outflow minus inflow. Okay. So that's why I don't want to take concentrate that part here. So remaining everything I finished. And yesterday also sent this one to you through WhatsApp. So please concentrate. There are 5 sections in the first unit. One is radius of curvature, Cartesian, polar, parametric. Another one is evolute. Another one is envelope, 1 parameter and 2 parameter, and then maxima minima. Okay, maxima minima function of 2 variables, and Lagrange's multipliers method. So these 5 sections are very important. So I am expecting one question from this portion. Okay, here and from here. Okay, and one is from envelope and one is from maximum minimum. Okay, this is my expectation, but I don't know how the question setter will ask. Okay, in second unit is a little bit lengthy unit. Okay, so first you should concentrate this portion. Okay, not this one, third one, third and fifth. Higher order differential equation with the constant coefficient, and Euler differential equation with the variable coefficient. In Euler also there is one more thing, Legendre, but I don't mention here. Okay, Legendre also you should study, and then first order solve for p x y in Clairaut's form, method of variation of parameters, simultaneous differential equation, and then out of these five, I feel that the last 2 are more important. Okay, the last 2 are more important. Last 2 is what? LCR and the bending of T. Okay, but this time the third CA, second CA, there is no question from these 2. I think the question are coming from law of growth and decay. But in the final exam, I am expecting from these 2. But anyway, if you want to score full mark, you should study everything. Okay. So third unit is a little bit small unit. Okay, but you should study conservative forces, condition of incompressibility, and finding the scalar potential function phi. Okay, and the last unit, again Green's theorem, Stokes theorem, Gauss divergence theorem. Work done by the force. We solved some of the problems. Work done by the force. A determination of potential function or velocity potential. I think. Okay, velocity potential. I think the third C also, second C also there is one question. Velocity potential they are asking. But anyone tell what is the area of the plane region interval over a boundary? Please tell the problems which problem comes under this section.
Green's theorem.
பிரகதீஷ் நீ கிட்ட க்ளோஸாக வந்துட்ட. அதில் வந்துட்டு எந்த பார்ட், எந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ்? யூ ஆர் ரைட். பட் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக எந்த ப்ராப்ளம்?
Half of integral x dy minus y dy.
Very good. Half of integral over c x dy minus y dx. Okay, va? Okay. So I solved in the classroom. I solved. We found area of the ellipse and the area of the parabola and the lattice rectum and the area of the asteroid. I think we solved these problems, and then I gave as an assignment. We found the area between the parabola x square equal to 4ax and y square equal to 4a something. So these problems are comes under this section. Okay va? So ஏன்னா சில பேர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு தெரியாம சார் நடத்தலன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க கடைசியா. ஓகேவா? அதனால தான் திருப்பி நான் கேட்கறது உங்கள்கிட்ட. ஓகேவா? ஸோ ஏன்னா even because some of the students don't know. So which problem is comes under which section. அதனால தெரியாதனால அவங்க வந்துட்டு சொல்றது சான்சஸ் இருக்கு. ஸோ தட்ஸ் வை ஐ வாண்ட் டு டெல் கிளியர்லி திஸ் இஸ் த ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் கம்ஸ் அண்டர் திஸ் செக்ஷன். அண்ட் லாஸ்ட்டாக ஒன்று சொல்லி முடிச்சுக்கிறேன். ஓகேவா? ஐ திங்க் தமிழில் சொன்னால் நல்லா இருக்கும். தெலுங்கு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்லாம் கொஞ்சம் ஓகே. ஐ வில் ஆக்சுவலாக வந்துட்டு ஸோ உங்களோட இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் இல்லைன்னா இந்த கிளாஸஸ் வந்துட்டு ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸஸ் வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப போர் அடிச்சுக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு வந்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு தான் நான் தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்லுவேன். ஓகேவா? இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் வந்துட்டு நல்லா பண்ணிங்க ரெண்டு செக்ஷனுமே. ஓகேவா? B1 செக்ஷன் அண்ட் J செக்ஷன் ரெண்டு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுமே நிறைய டவுட்ஸு கேட்குற கொஷின்ஸுக்கு வந்துட்டு ரிப்ளை பண்ணீங்க. ஓகேவா? ஓரளவுக்கு நான் லைவாக எப்படி எடுப்பனோ அதே அளவுக்கு நானும் ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டேன். ஓரளவுக்கு எனக்கும் ஓரளவுக்கு சாட்டிஸ்ஃபைடாக இருந்தது. ஓகேவா? உங்களுக்கு வேற எந்த டவுட் இருந்தாலும் நீங்கள் எக்ஸாம் வரைக்கும் கேட்கலாம். ஐ திங்க் எக்ஸாம் இஸ் 3/8. இஸ் இட் கரெக்ட்?
No, sir.
2/8, sir.
2/8.
Yes, sir.
2/8 3/8?
2/8, sir.
2/8. Okay. Okay. 2nd August. So I am ready to help you. Okay. So even suppose if you found any new problems, okay va? Vacheshpati வந்துட்டு எனக்கு அடிக்கடி அனுப்புவான். வாச்சஸ்பதி இருக்கியா?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. தமிழ் தெரியுமா வாச்சஸ்பதிக்கு?
கொஞ்சம்
தெரியும். கொஞ்சம் தெரிஞ்சாலே போதும். ஓகே, சரியா? கத்துக்கலாம். சரி. So Vacheshpati also sending some other assignment problems from some other classes. So அந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் அனுப்புங்க. ஓகேவா? ஒன்று நான் ட்ரை பண்ணுவேன், அல்லது என்னுடைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் யார் நல்லா மேக்ஸ் போடுறாங்களோ அவங்கள்ட்ட கொடுத்து உங்களுக்கு நான் கொஞ்சம் ஒர்க்கில் இருந்தாலும் அவங்கள்ட்ட கொடுத்து உங்களுக்கு அனுப்புவேன். ஓகேவா? ஸோ அதனால வந்துட்டு மற்ற ஸ்டாஃப் அதாவது உங்களுக்கு இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் போட தெரியல அப்படின்னா கூட எனக்கு அனுப்புங்க. என்னால் போட முடிஞ்சால் நான் போட்டு அனுப்புவேன். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா சரி எனக்கு தெரியும் யாரால அது போட முடியும்னு தெரியும். ஓகே, அவங்களுக்கு அனுப்பிச்சு உங்களுக்கு ஆன்சர் வாங்கி கொடுப்பேன். ஓகேவா? ஸோ தேங்க்யூ. ஸோ ரொம்ப 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 பேசி வந்துட்டு போர் அடிக்கக்கூடாது. உங்களுக்கு மணி 8 ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ வி வில் மீட் இன் த யூனிவர்சிட்டி இந்த நெக்ஸ்ட் செமஸ்டர். ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ. பாய்.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
சார்
சொல்லு கார்த்திகேயன்.
சார் எப்போ இந்த ஜக்கோபியன் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்? when to use this ஜக்கோபியன்
வந்துட்டு சிலிண்ட்ரிக்கல் கோஆர்டினேட்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது வரும். சிலிண்ட்ரிக்கல் கோஆர்டினேட்ஸ் சரியா?
only in cylindrical coordinates, sir.
சாரி, சிலிண்ட்ரிக்கல் கோஆர்டினேட்ஸ் கார்ட்டீசியன் டு சிலிண்ட்ரிக்கல் பண்ணும்போது வரும் மேக்ஸிமம். ஸ்பெரிக்கல் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது வருமானு தெரியல எனக்கு. ஓகேவா? எனக்கு டவுட்டாக இருக்குது. ஓகே, ஸ்பெரிக்கல் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது நான் யூஸ் பண்ண மாதிரி எனக்கு ஞாபகம் இல்லை. கார்ட்டீசியன் டு சிலிண்ட்ரிக்கல் கோஆர்டினேட்ஸ் வரும்போது
சார் போன செமஸ்டர் எங்க மேம் யூஸ் பண்ணாங்க சார். ஸ்பெரிக்கலுக்கு போன செமஸ்டர்ல எங்க மேம் யூஸ் பண்ணாங்க.
மேம் யூஸ் பண்ணாங்களா? சரி, ஓகே. எனக்கு
ஆமா.
மறந்துடுச்சு. எனக்கு ஸ்பெரிக்கலுக்கு யாரு, எந்த மேடம்?
பத்மா மேம்.
பத்மா மேடம் யூஸ் பண்ணாங்களா? சரி, ஓகே.
எஸ் சார்.
சரி, ஓகே. மேபி ஸ்பெரிக்கலுக்கும் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், பட் எனக்கு மறந்துடுச்சு எனக்கு. ஓகேவா? ஓகே. சப்போஸ் நான் செக் பண்றேன். செக் பண்ணிட்டு உனக்கு சொல்றேன். ஓகேவா? பட் நம்ம லேட்டஸ்டா இப்போ வந்து சிலிண்டருக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணோம். அதெல்லாம் ஞாபகத்துல எனக்கு இருக்கு. சரி, ஓகே கார்த்திக்.
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகே, பாய். தேங்க்யூ.
தேங்க்யூ.
Mahendran, yeah. Mahendran is, yeah, Mahendran.
Thank you for your support and your advice, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mahendra. Okay, without like you, okay, Tamil தெரியாதா மகேந்திரனுக்கு?
No, sir.
No. Okay, it's okay. So you will learn Tamil after coming Shastra University.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
I was so happy, sir, because of this math class. Some stars are there.
Okay.
They will not
Thank you, Pa.
like you, sir.
Usually in my classroom I don't speak, I don't go out of the syllabus. Okay, so I want to concentrate the whole 1 hour and the subject only. So today,
but you are very interactive with the people, sir. That I'm so happy.
Yeah, because okay, so if suppose if I encourage the students, then next time they will come forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
So if I tell the name, okay, so Sir is remembering my name. Okay, I want to tell the answer. So
yes,
next time he's tried to answer. Okay, so these are all some of the things I learned in my experiences.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mahendra.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Have your lunch. Okay, and
Okay.
and
Yes,
prepare
sir.
for the examination. Okay,
Okay,
bye.
sir. Thanks. Bye, sir.